to the doctor now. Black people, dog, go to the doctor now. This is a new phenomenon. Oh. White people, my Hispanic, Latino people, y'all been taking y'all dog to the doctors for years. This is new for black folks. Back in the day, black dogs knew not to get sick. Black dog be talking to another black dog. I don't know what you got, player, but you need to get rid of that. And you about to be dead around here, understand? That dog across the street going to the doctor. You going in the backyard, player. I know what I'm talking about. Shake that.
All right, y'all. I feel like a grown man freestyle on the Grown Man Podcast. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all about to get some foolishness. Y'all about to get some foolishness. I'm sitting here at Freethinkers radio station trying to give you some creation. The beat's kind of off, kind of maybe lost my track, but that's okay because I still got it back. Yeah, 46 years old and I'm still trying to rap. I need to stop that crap. Slap, slap, smack, smack, smack in his back. Yo, it's single and say I got Trey Taylor in the studio today. We talking about single stuff, talking morning, yawn, and 3 o'clock in the morning. But that's okay. We gonna pick up the pace. That cause that ain't true. That ain't the case. The show, it's time to go. When the beat stop, I'm gonna start the show. Grown Man Podcast coming at you real fast. Smell that? That ain't no past gas. My mama thinking I'm faking. I can't say what I'm saying. And I'm playing, and I'm still displaying. Hey, some of y'all want a freestyle style like me. Hey, that's my name. I'm Akintunde. Huh? Yeah. Y'all don't want nothing, son. You don't want none of this. Huh? All you rappers out there. Y'all don't want none of this. Start the show. Grown Man Free Podcast. Our show. David Pendergrass said, I don't know if you were supposed to do that. I did it though, David. I did it. Start the show. Start the show. That was foolishness. What's up, world? This is the Grown Man Podcast, aka the Akintunde Show. I apologize for the freestyle up front. I don't know what got into me. Oh, I know what got into me. It was the beat. Who did the beat? Say again. Praylon Prince, dude. That was fire right there. I like that. It had that. See, some of the stuff y'all doing today is too simple. Okay, some of these new producers, dude, right there. I like that. That was melodic. Had a little flow like an old school Arrested Development back when Kanye West was relevant. Ooh, did I just rhyme again? Ooh, I'm tripping. Let me stop, y'all. Welcome, y'all, family. This is the Grown Man Podcast, aka the Akintunde Show. We got a phenomenal show for y'all today. It's Single and Save on the show today, and I got my sister Trey Taylor that will be joining me in just a hot minute. Trey Taylor. But before I tell you about Trey, let me tell you about this. The Grown Man Podcast is brought to you by Cutie Cakes, cupcakes in a bottle. That's right, family. If you want to have a great day, a great evening with your family, get together and get you some Cutie Cakes. Cupcakes in a bottle. You don't have to add anything. No milk, no eggs, no flour, not even water. All you have to do is shake and pour. Shake and pour. Each bottle literally makes 12 cupcakes or 1 full cakes. And I can tell you right now that they are delicious and you really will enjoy them. Cutie Cakes, cupcakes in a bottle. That's our sponsor today on the Grown Man Podcast, available at your local Kroger stores, select Kroger stores, as well as Coke refrigerator all across the country. Find them and get your Cutie Cakes. All right, family, that's our sponsor today. All right, so today, again, is Single and Save today. And we're talking with my sister Trey Taylor from Relax It's Okay to Be Single.com. That's her website. That's her brand. That's what she does. She's also the host of the midday praise mix on Gospel 95.3 WFMV Glory Communications and all their various stations. And she's also the host of Single and Saved every Friday with my brother Jamal Bates. Trey holds it down for the ladies, and she's been doing this for a while, doing the Single and Saved piece. So I called Trey and I told him I wanted to come in and have a conversation to really discuss the current state of singleness, and also kind of to share what things that she's learned over the years. Full transparency and full clarity. Trey used to be one of my frequent guests on the old Akintunde show, syndicated weekend show that I had a few years ago. And Trey would come on and we would talk about singleness. And sometimes me and Trey and I didn't agree. We didn't. I have different views, and that's life. That's fine. That's okay. Sometimes we didn't agree. Sometimes we kind of agree. Sometimes we passionately disagree. And I really want to kind of to talk with her today to kind of see where things are for her, as well as just in singleness as a whole. So we're supposed to have my man Griff on. Griff was supposed to be the male perspective, the male voice, but Griff is not going to be on today. He can't. He wasn't able to be on again. So we're going to reschedule Griff, and it's just going to be me and Trey. I'll have the male point of view, although I haven't been single for 27 years. 26 years. I haven't been single for 26 years. I've been with my lovely wife Eunice. We've been married 22 years. We've been together 26 years. But so I'm a little out of the game. I don't know a lot of stuff. I don't know as much as I should. No. I don't know as much as I would have known had I been single. But you know what? Here's the thing though. A lot of stuff is still the same in many ways, but there's some serious things that have changed. The state of manhood is different now. Just keeping it real with you. Stuff that was cool for men to do 10, 15 years ago, or cool for men not to do 10, 15 years ago, a lot of that's changed today. Like, for example, back in the day, it happened and people did it, but folks wasn't bragging about it. Like, women take care of dudes today. And there's always been like the kept dude or the dude, the gigolo type cat. But now, cats is bold with it. Like, people brag about women taking care of them like we used to brag about your car back in the day. And I'm like, what? Where they do that at? How long I been out the game? That's what y'all doing now? What? Like, if the cat, here's the thing. Back in the day, the dude who didn't work or wouldn't work and let his girl take care of him and he drove her car, he at least tried to hide it. He wasn't doing it boldly. You know, the cat who was driving had a nice car and he had took his girl AKA tag off the front of the car, and then but he was flogging like it was his. At least he hid it. Today, cats keep the AKA tag in the front of the car and the little AKA medallion in the window. Back in the day, dude would have took that down and put in the glove box. Now it's okay. It's cool. It's bold. That's different generation. But that's why I need a different perspective, because I don't know about all this stuff. I'm still new to it. All right. But again, my sister Trey Taylor come up in just a minute. If you would please do me a favor and like, tag, and share this post. Please like, tag, and share this post. I was supposed to already have done and told you that. Like, tag, and share this post. Let Facebook know that you enjoying this. Let them know that you want to see more of this. Let them know that you are listening. Tell me where you're listening from. Are you in Africa? And are you at work? And are you at home? Tell me who you are. Tell me where you're from and where you are in that particular city. I'm in Chicago. I'm at school. My name is Frank. I'm in Dallas. I'm at church. My name is Greg. I'm in Seattle. I'm at the house. My name is Edward. Ladies too, whoever you are. All right. Let us know where you are. We got a great show for y'all today. Trey Taylor's my guest. You all are viewing or you are listening, whether you're watching now on Facebook Live or you watching this later. Guess what this is? This is the Grown Man Podcast. My name is Akintunde, and you are listening and watching it on the Freethinkers Radio Network. Hey, family, stay right there. I'll be right back. Show. You're inside the Akintunde Show, a.k.a. the Grown Man Podcast. We'll be right back. The Akintunde Show is sponsored in part by Atomic Design. Set the stage for maximum effect for your next live event with Atomic Design. Whether live event production, set design, custom set construction, or modular rental scenery, Atomic Design is the company for you. Official set designer of my upcoming live comedy special, Akintunde, Because I Said So. Learn more about the captivating capabilities of Atomic Design. Give them a call today at 717-626-4408 and tell them Akintunde told you to call. Atomic Design, atomicdesign.tv.
$26 logo designs. Need a logo like the ones here? Go to JaleelMakesLogos.com for yours today. JaleelMakesLogos.com. $26 logo designs. Need a logo like the ones here? Go to JaleelMakesLogos.com for yours today. JaleelMakesLogos.com.
Hey, what's up, family? The Akintunde Because I Said So Jokes and Music Tour has officially begun. Savannah, Georgia was lit. Moncks Corner was gas. Germany was spectacular. Hollywood, Florida was off the chain. The tour is rolling, and we just added some dates. So, for my full schedule, including speaking engagements, log on to my website.
The 2014 Dove Award Comedian of the Year.
It's the Akintunde Live Because I Said So Jokes and Music Tour coming to a city near you. And if it's not, do something about it. Give us a call at 1-800-280-0094. That's 1-800-280-0094. Or hit me on my website. That's akintunde.net. That's AKINTUNDE.net. Because I Said So Jokes and Music Tour coming to a city near you. I'ma see y'all when I see y'all. Peace. All right, y'all. I'm gonna talk about this thing for a minute. Yes, and I have somebody on me today. It's really a flashback to about 5-6 years ago when the sister used to come on the Akintunde show back when we were syndicated on the Rejoice Radio Network, and she would tear it up. Okay. And her segment was called "Relax, It's Okay to Be Single.com." I'm messing with her. I always mess with Trey. And Trey talk like this all the time.
Wow.
Her voicemail sound like this. Hi, this is Trey, and I'm not in right now, but call me back and just leave me a message, and I'm sure I'll be.
I'm interested in what you have to say.
Right. This is just no fluff. This is who she is all the time. Trey Taylor. How you doing, sis?
Akintunde, how you doing, darling? Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it. Congratulations on the show. It's fire, man.
Thank you, sis.
Fire.
I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate your time. You're busy.
Absolutely.
You, of course, you are hosting your own midday show on Glory Communications, 95.3 WFMV.
And Power 106 WTUA.
Boom. There you go. Excuse me.
Yeah.
There you go. And then, of course, every Friday. Now, how many times do y'all do Single and Save?
It's every Friday.
Okay.
Every Friday from 5:30 until 7. Jamal Bates and I do Single and Save, the radio show.
Wow.
Where we talk about different types of subjects, topics. We bring people in because you know what, Ak?
Yeah.
Singles are the largest demographic in the United States right now. The largest demographics.
Interesting.
Yeah, there are more single people than there are anything. Now, most of them are Caucasian because there's more Caucasian people in the world, obviously.
We're on 13%. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So, but 15% of African Americans and 15% of Hispanics are single. So, so these are topics that people want to hear about because it affects so many people, whether you're single or single again.
Right.
You know?
Well, let's get into it now. Of course, we were supposed to have Griff on.
I was looking forward to it.
Right. Griff was supposed to have Griff and Trey on at the same time. And full disclosure, Griff was in an area where he didn't have a strong signal, so we had to actually do the interview separately. But let's get into it because I mean, Trey, you know, you've been single for how long now?
I've never been married.
Okay.
So I've always been single.
So let's deal with that. Okay, let's deal with that.
Single.
So never been married.
No, never been married. Been engaged. Got all kind of rings. got a lovely ring collection. Maybe I'll make them to a necklace, make a front, make a grill. I don't know.
Yeah, what she said.
Lovely
She got a lovely ring collection.
Lovely ring collection. Thank you.
So let's get into it.
Okay.
Here's the question.
Okay, here's the question.
Do you still are you still hopeful that you will be married at some point? Because you're still young.
Thank you.
Are you hopeful? Are you hopeful?
Listen, I am still hopeful. Now, full disclosure, I am dating someone, and we've been dating for quite some time. But here's the thing I say. You've got to be hopeful if you want something. You can't want something and not believe it's going to happen.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's like standing in the kitchen. You want to make a cake, but you're just sitting there. Well, I hope the cake gets made. No, you got to do something.
Wow.
You got to get the ingredients, and you've got to get the ingredients for the right cake that you want. You can't get coconut if you want to make a red velvet cake.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you've got to be hopeful, you've got to be positive, and you've got to be intentional. So many times with singles, we are discouraged and we are upset and we have been hurt. So we speak that. There are no good men. All women are gold diggers. I'll always be single. I'm never getting married. Ain't nobody out there. So you're speaking that into the universe. What do you think you're going to get back?
So what do you think when people say that? So I hear that type of stuff all the time. I posted different things. I posted stuff for this show right here on Facebook, and of course you get all the comments. It's like, and you're like, wow, like, oh, that's kind of negative.
It's very negative.
Do you think people say that because it's comfortable? It's a little bit more comfortable because of disappointment. People feel like I'll just be this person who is relegated to the mindset that there's no good men out here, or all the good men are gay, or all the good men are taken, or all of them got something.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, we get hurt, we get upset, we get disappointed, and we just start speaking that. And we just do things that we don't think about. We become negative. And don't forget this, we're surrounded by a bunch of brothers and sisters who are also negative. So we're just kind of jumping on the bandwagon. And I would just say, you've got to remain hopeful. And you've got to utilize this time. And I say this all the time. This time is a precious time when you are single to build yourself up. Are you the person that you want? Or do you have a 500 credit score, but you want a brother with a 900 credit score, ma'am? You know what I'm saying? How can you take care of a relationship, and as Joyce Meyer say, you challenged over dirty dishes in your sink?
Wow.
I mean, we've got to spend this time working on us. We've got to spend more time not being negative and not worrying about what's not happening. Instead, we've got to just focus on me. This is the time to focus on building yourself up physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, so that you can be the person you want to be. We attract who we are. We're magnets. We attract who we are.
Now, Trey, somebody's not going to disagree with you about that, because I know a lot of people who have been hurt several times. And I know some. I'm gonna be full transparent. I know some women who the same thing keep happening. I'm like, he did it.
Listen.
And then he did it.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And you are the common denominator.
Yeah.
I love you, but you are the common denominator. That's why I say this, Ak. And I say this with all love. Because here's the thing. I was her. I was her. Same man, different hairstyle. Same man, different name.
Wow.
But you've got to start thinking, why does this keep happening to me? What am I emitting? What am I allowing into my life? And you know what? I don't want to say desperate, but when we want something so bad, we tend to just take what we get.
Let's talk about from the female perspective.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of times, in many cases, women today ignore the obvious?
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the other thing. We're fixers. We think we're fixers. It's that nurturing mama thing.
Yeah.
We think we can make everything okay. We think we can make it change. And we love a project.
Yeah.
We love a project, girl. Man, and we just think that we can make it all right. I mean, I've been in that situation where I just ignored so many things about the person grasping on to the good things. Now, it's a fine line between that because, of course, nobody's perfect.
Right.
And you want to, take into consideration who the person is, what they're going through, their age.
Right.
But you can't make a person be what they're not.
And when you say age, I mean, somebody who's figuring some stuff out at 27
is a different thing
than 47.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
We're like, wait, dude, you ain't figured that out yet, man? Like, come on.
And is it? Do I really want to take on helping you figure that out? And here's the thing, we have a choice. We know what we can handle and what we can't handle.
Right.
If I am a 45-year-old woman, I'm taking care of children.
Yeah.
I've got a sick mama.
Yeah.
I've got a demanding job.
Yeah.
Can I now take care of a man, a grown man, who's trying to get himself together? Now, here's the thing. Maybe another sister can.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have all that I've got going on.
Yeah.
But I can't do that and do everything else. And it's a choice. And we have to be strong enough and confident enough to say, I can be friends with you.
Right.
I can help you in some ways, but we cannot get into a relationship right now because I can't carry everything that you've got going on.
But some sisters will say, well look, he go to church, he got a job, and he ain't got the job he want yet.
Right. Yeah.
But he's a good guy.
Yeah. You know what?
And I know what happened with his wife. But I believe he's a different person now. And he put his hands on her, but he's not going to put his hands on me.
Oh, look, I don't even want to go into the abusive situation because you know what, Akintunde, that's a whole different conversation about abusive relationships. But I will say this. Every good man and woman isn't the good man and woman for you. Here's the thing you've got to do. And
that's tweetable.
I had to do this too. Until you know who you are, you don't know who you need in your life. And I'm going to tell you, I was a grown woman. I was a grown first letter of the alphabet woman before I really sat myself down and started writing out my strengths and my weaknesses. Now, I say this to say, sometimes we are not intentional daters. We just like who like us. We just get with somebody who, like you said, he's a nice guy. He's got a good job. And like you said, all the superficial things. He's got a nice car. He loves his mama. Okay, that could be right. But you know what? And I'm full transparency. I would often hook up with brothers who were type A personalities just like me. Okay. So both of us up here. And it didn't work. There was a point in my life where the Lord really took me through a shifting, a point where I just really had to learn to trust. And I always say, this was my season of learning how to trust the process, trust the people he brings into my life.
Wow.
And I sat down because I was going through a pattern of one thing after another after another. I sat down and I wrote a list of just like a goal list of, and not a goal of what I wanted, but who I am.
Right.
These are my strengths. These are my weaknesses.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, for me, an important thing was that the guy have a sense of humor. Because I have a sense of humor.
Okay.
The other thing was that he is supportive because I do freelance and I've got a lot of things going on.
Right.
So there were several things on that list that honestly, I was not intentional about before. Because again, I was dating guys that were nice guys.
Okay.
But they weren't the right guy for me. But when I was intentional about putting down some of the qualities that I needed based on who I am.
That's good.
I'm telling you, the Lord brought this brother into my life and he was exactly who I needed. You know why? Because I recognized him as being that.
Wow.
But if you don't know who you're looking for, then you just out there all willy-nilly.
Right.
Now, I'm going to say this. We have to find our purpose first.
Right.
Because until you find your purpose, you don't know who you need as your mate.
Hold on, Trey.
Man.
Let's part right there for me.
Okay.
Finding your purpose.
Yeah.
Because if you are a person who you find that your purpose is traveling the world, but you're with somebody who wants his woman beside him all the time. And he's a homebody.
But he's so nice. And he go to church.
Right.
And he love his mama. He got a big house.
And guess what? Let me put the other one out. We see, and he fine. Ain't like maybe you like say, oh, he fine.
And
girl.
you know what? And he ain't for you because he don't want you traveling all around the world. He ain't for you. He for somebody else who don't want to travel all around the world again.
But I guess to hear the question, some sisters might say, well, maybe I don't want to do that no more.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I mean, maybe, but are you going to be satisfied with that? You're going to end up resenting that brother.
Yeah.
That good brother.
Yeah.
That's so nice. That love his mama, have a big house and a nice car. He got nice shoes and all that.
Yeah.
You're going to end up resenting him. Why? Because you allowed who he is and not who you needed to be to distract you. We've got to be intentional about this thing. And you know what I say is the older we get, we should become wiser. Right. But I think sometimes, and again, I was there too. Sometimes, again, we get a little more, we think we're running out of time. Right, yeah. And I know there's not a lot of men out there, so I'm just going to go ahead and deal with him. I mean,
but let's go there for a minute. Okay. Because we said, I know there's not a lot of men out there. I know that's a reoccurring theme. Well, I mean, and I hear it, and trust me, ladies, let me say this right here. Let me not minimize anything as a person who has been out of the game for 25, 26 years. Yeah. Okay? I've been married 22 years. I met Unissa 4 years before we got married. But let me say this to you. I hear all the time, all the good men, they not here, they gone, and then so many of these brothers gay, or so many of these others bisexual, or so many of them just ill-equipped and don't. So I understand some of the things that are out there that are being said, but I have two questions for you.
All that's true.
From a female perspective,
okay.
Though, do you think some women take themselves out of the marrying potential or the marriage game because they're not marriage material? What do I mean by that? People say that.
Because the woman's not marriage material, or the brother?
Because the woman's not marriage material. Right. And let me say this to you. I know some sisters who, because of hurt and legitimate wrong stuff that's been done to them, they so callous that when the right dudes show up, they so bitter, or they like, he got to be this right, or they like, or they clapping back because they've been hurt so many times. Yeah,
definitely.
And the good dude ain't gonna put up with all that. Yeah. I'm a firm believer, like good men, like good women, have requirements.
Well, here's the thing. It's a couple of things that you said that I want to talk about. You are definitely right. You know, we do get hurt and we get bruised, and again, I'm a big proponent of taking time after a relationship to heal. Yeah. You've got to take time to heal so that you don't go back into the same relationship with that hurt from the past. Right. Because you're right. Now you are making the new guy pay for what the old guy did. Yeah. You're continuing to allow this man or woman who has hurt you to continue to affect your life because you're still mad at him and you're taking it out on everybody. We all know that sister at work who's just bitter. She's just mad at everything. The coffee's too hot. The coffee's too cold. Ain't no coffee. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's the first thing. We've got to take that time for us to heal before you go back in the relationship. Here's the other thing I'll say. I think we take ourselves out of the game because oftentimes a blue-collar brother, we may not want a blue-collar brother. Ooh. Maybe, we've got our nice little job at the bank or whatever, and here's this brother on the sanitation truck that's got a little dirt under his fingers, and we kind of turn our nose up at him. Yeah. And
I've seen that.
Real talk, homeboy making $50,000, you making $30,000. Yeah. And he's a good man. Yeah. And all he needs is to wash his hands and take the dirt up. Right. Sometimes I think we turn our nose up at a blue collar brother.
Now to that point, that this it's a theory that I heard a couple months ago, and it blew my mind. And it said that in the 60s, because of the way education and civil rights came about, then we got access to a lot more education. Yes. And then what happened was, it said more people began to direct their children to getting a college degree. Yes. And truth be told, everybody in college material. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's not.
And so what happened is we began to devalue the guy who was a plumber,
Exactly.
the guy who was a brick mason, the guy who was a construction worker.
Until you need some construction, brick mason work, or plumbing done.
Exactly.
And you wish you
had somebody.
Thank you.
And guess what? Those were the jobs that no matter what the economy is doing, you can still make some money. You may make a little less. You might have to make some adjustments.
Right.
But that cat who cut grass gonna always grow.
Man, what?
Somebody got to cut it.
That's right.
So you're so right that we begin to look down our nose at the blue collar brothers.
Because here's the other thing that happened too. Women were able to get more opportunities in education and in the workforce than men were.
Right.
So women started to advance more than men.
Right.
And then we started to want and desire a white collar man. And it's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. What I am saying is, though, that we further lessen the number of eligible good men that we want, that we say we want. We want a good man now. Should it matter what he does for a living if he's a good man? Do only good men have a white collar job?
Right.
Do only good men, drive a big car?
He
Can
drive
a
a
good
dirty
man
truck.
have a pickup truck?
He drive a dirty pickup truck with all his work and tools in the back and his boots in the back, but he got $187,000 in the bank.
In the bank. Boom.
Sitting on $187 cash liquid.
Because you know what? Because he is thrifty and saving, and he don't care if he riding around in an ugly truck.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you, I know a couple who met that same scenario, and as soon as he married the sister, he bought her a car. He didn't care about what he was driving.
Wow. Bought her a car.
A brand new car, because he had money in the bank, cash money.
Trey, you minister to somebody right now.
I'm just saying.
Somebody was looking at Charles, who go to church with you, and you don't like Charles.
And you
Charles,
don't like his shoes.
Right.
You can buy him some shoes, but you know what you can't buy him? A personality.
Ooh.
You can't buy him integrity.
Right.
You can't buy that.
Jesus.
But you can dress up that brother.
Yeah.
So, yes, there are less men than women, although statistics say there's one man for every one woman. This is what statistics say.
Right.
I don't work for the census. I'm just reading you what I wrote, what I read.
Two of them cats want another dude in 2018. I'm going to keep real.
But
I know y'all probably salty me saying that, but that's the truth.
We just got to open up our options. And we really have to, sometimes we talk ourselves into depression.
Let me ask you this, Trey. Here's another theory that I have. Okay. Ladies, let me preface this by saying this. I'm not taking any onus off the men here. And Trey would check me if I did. Me and Trey go back and forth.
Absolutely. And everything I'm saying it goes the same for men.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. A man, you'll say, all women are gold diggers.
Right.
I don't want this.
See, I don't like that though. A man, let me tell you something. If a woman's supposed to want a man to provide for her. Now she ain't got to be raggedy.
Yeah, but she don't have to only want him for his money.
Yeah. But she need to want a man who got some money. Yeah.
Or at least want to get some money, or is gainfully employed, or working his hustle.
Yeah, like if I'm a man and I meet a sister who working at the Waffle House, nothing wrong with Waffle House, but if she working at the Waffle House and I got a good job, so what?
Right.
So what?
Right.
That might be the woman that you need.
Right.
She might be the best wife, homemaker you ever could have.
She know how to make waffles. Every kind of way.
Scattered, smothered, and choked, doggone potatoes.
That's what I'm saying.
But here's the theory, man.
Okay.
My theory, because of the breakdown in the black family,
right? Wow.
You have a lot of women raising young men.
Yeah.
And my question to a lot of ladies is, and I've only said this privately, but I asked somebody this privately. I said, "Are you breastfeeding a grown man?" And what I meant by that was, when I say, "Are you breastfeeding a grown man?" Are you taking care of your young son, your teenage boy, or your son in his 20s and 30s,
right?
Like he's a baby,
right?
And you babying this joker, you doing everything for the joker because he your son, and then you push him off on his wife, and now he expecting her to breastfeed him too, and then you get a wife who don't know no better. And mama was breastfeeding little Charles. Now Charles is a grown man with some kids, and his wife breastfeeding. So his wife got 3 kids, and Charles, she got 4 kids.
Yeah.
I think that's and it's because of the breakdown in the black family.
I agree. I agree 300%. I do agree with that, and I am saddened. I really am. I mean, I'm heartbroken about the breakdown in the family. I mean, I have a son, and his father and I were not together. And I tell you today, to this day, I prayed and wished that his father and I had stayed together because it is ordained by God. And I'm not trying to hit anybody over the head with the Bible or the word or anything, but it is what it is.
The word is the word.
Whether you want to believe it or not, it is what it is.
Right.
The family structure was made the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
For two parents, because you as the man are going to bring something to that boy and girl, son or daughter, that I cannot bring, and vice versa. And as much as I felt like my son was able to adapt and he was flexible, he was all of that, I see the impact not having both of his parents has had on his life. I see it. And you're right, that the breakdown of the family, like I said, that's a whole nother show. That is just tragic. And again, we're not talking about if you're in an abusive situation.
Of course, no.
We're not talking about that. No. But what I am saying is sometimes we are selfish and we choose to leave because we're tired, or he's not doing this, or she's not doing that. And it's more convenient lately to leave than to stay.
You know, and it's funny you say that, because I remember a point in Eunice and I's relationship, and I've said it before, so she wouldn't have a problem talking about this. But there was a point where we had split up, and we were like, that's it.
Right.
And it was a pride moment. It was a moment where her pride showed up and my pride showed up.
Right.
And then I was barely saved. And I'm talking about just enough to get into heaven. I had no training, nothing. I just accepted Jesus. And I remember the Holy Spirit said, man, you better take your behind back in that house and get your doggone wife. Because in a minute, it's about to be on and popping, and you ain't gonna want nobody else raising your kids. And you ain't gonna want to see nobody else with her, because you know you love her, and you know she love you, so you need to carry your behind back in the house. And I had to go work.
Right.
Because it wasn't all my fault, but I had to go work my way back into the relationship. But my pride was like, oh man, shoot, she did this, and and God was like, shut up, dude, go get your wife.
Yeah, Akintunde, you know, I've been studying the Corinthians love for some time now, and I don't know what it was. A couple of months, maybe a month or two ago, I lost my son's godfather, and it's made me start thinking about true love. And because Matthias's godfather, he loved me. He wanted us to have a relationship. Okay. We were just friends. Okay. But he loved me and my son with the most unselfish love. Unselfish to the point where even though he wanted it to be something, he still did what was in our best interest, not his best interest. Wow. And during when he and we still kept in touch, and when he died, it just made me think about, man, this man taught me, and I was 25, you know, when I had my son, I was young. He taught me how to love. I didn't realize it. Wow. But he taught me true agape Corinthians love. So at that point, I started really studying Corinthians. The love is patient, love is kind. Yes. And those,
it's not boastful. Ooh, Jesus.
It's not self-serving.
Yes, not self-serving.
It's not self-serving. It you know, and that one thing, Jesus, just, I mean, can I tell you, it just impacted me so, because we say we love, and we you know, I love you. It's so easy to say, but are we really studying what the Bible says love is? And are we really doing the best thing unselfishly? Not based on what is good that we think is good for us, because half the time we're just reacting, not acting, because we're not mature enough in love anyway. Right. Because we've not even truly learned how to love ourselves first. Right. But are we really doing that? And I say that about your situation with Yanissa and this whole destruction or deterioration of the Black family, because we've got to make some decisions that's best for the family.
Yeah.
Which not only means what I may or may not think, or you may or may not think, we've got little children in the family that are looking at us and looking at how we are handling ourselves.
But Trey, but society tells us today and says it boldly and consistently is like, you don't stay in a relationship for no children. No. You don't make a decision to stay with somebody who you don't like A, B, C, or D. And some of this is superficial stuff.
It is superficial, and that would be my point. You don't like. You don't. Do you really? Do you? And here's, I'll say this.
Right.
Is it? Do you really not like it, or is it something about you? Because oftentimes, what comes in our face is a reflection of what we are. So, are we so focused on what somebody else is and isn't doing, and not focusing on our own stuff? And
then I know a lot of people who, particularly today in social media, I know we're about out of time, but a lot of people in social media are so superficial with this look, and dude got to have this and dude got to have that. Or sister got to have this and sister got to have that. I'm like, man, dude, you really marrying people for butts and because they don't have one?
Exactly.
Like, really? That, like, first of all that stuff changes as time goes anyway.
We all are going to change. But I just have to say this. Listen, we always see that couple in the mall, and we think, what did he see? I mean, she towed down, and he's so fine. And we think,
or vice versa.
Or vice versa, and versa. And we walking down the mall, turning our nose up, saying, he don't look as good as me, or she don't look. You don't know what that sister or brother doing. You don't know what that person has brought to that other person that has ministered to their soul, which says love is so much more than what you see on the outside. Because as you so eloquently said, tomorrow we're all going to change. In 5 years, we're all going to change. But then what happens if there's some type of tragedy and that person is disfigured? Do you stop loving them because of that?
And then here's the thing. I something I've learned, and I say it on stage sometimes, and because we laugh, and some people get it. Some people don't. But the truth of the matter is, a woman's greatest desire is to be protected. And what you talked about with your son's godfather, he, on some level, he loved and protected you.
He did.
He provided some type of covering, some type of manly protection that you needed.
He did, even though he knew my son had a father, and when his father was or was not doing what he needed to do, his godfather could have taken advantage of that vulnerability. But he didn't. He had not his best interest at heart. He had the best interest of me and my son.
His best interest was to protect y'all.
Was protect us.
And a man's greatest desire, and I tell a lot of ladies this, I say this on stage, and anytime I say it's either quiet or big laughter. A man's greatest desire is to be respected. And if that man, I say it, and people think, and I'm joking, but I'm serious. Side chicks get dudes sometimes because they simply honor and respect that joke.
Exactly. They ain't fussing at them. They ain't,
they ain't tearing them down.
They ain't tearing them down. Exactly.
A man's ego is very, very, it's fragile in times, and it's also needed. Because some stuff you ain't gonna let happen in your family because you're like, hey man, get yourself together.
Because what the boy's gonna say, what does it look like on you?
Oh yeah, just on me, like, hey man, I can't have my wife walk around looking like that, or I can't let this happen to my family. That's something that's wired inside of us that make you say, hey, dude.
And are you calling him a slob because he didn't pick up his socks? Don't you realize that's hurting him? His ego, that's hurting his pride.
It's picking at.
Can you just pick up the socks and maybe laugh it off and say, "Oh, honey, these stinking socks," or something like that. We'll go with a jugular vein instead of just laughing off. And because a woman's sisters, we've got the power.
Yeah, y'all
gotta
do.
Smile and just keep it soft and light. And if you get mad, go in your secret closet. When he ain't home,
your war room,
or wherever you gotta go to the gym, go to the therapist. I don't miss a 13th of the month in mine.
and ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good,
man. What?
Hey, let me tell you something else, y'all, ladies.
I agree.
If you stay with that brother long enough, you had that joker train. You look at a man. Who one of my wife pet peeves when we first got married was me picking up the seed and cleaning the seed up. Okay, guess what? After 22 years, you get looking at somebody who literally in public bathrooms, right. It's so habitual.
Right.
I put the seat up, I put it down, and I wipe it off. Public bathrooms. Somebody's like, "Hey man, you gotta do that here." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right." Because my wife.
Yeah.
But it wasn't something that she would talk to me like I was a kid. Though.
Exactly.
Because that ain't gonna work.
But you know what? Those are the little things that people break up about. The socks, the toilet, and then you don't talk about it, or you keep it and it festers and it turns into a big thing. So that's why I said you don't like him. Really, do you really not like him, or are you all not communicating initially about what the small thing was, and you made it go into a big thing? Are you going to ruin your family over a dirty sock? Is it that?
That's it right there. That's it right there. Hey, that's it. I ain't got nothing else to ask right there. Trey, you said, are you gonna ruin your family over a dirty sock?
Yeah.
Brothers, are you gonna ruin your family because she moved the remote control?
Right. Man, what? Or because the track showing. Or because you don't like because you don't like her because she natural, and because she cut her hair, or because she want to have long hair today and short tomorrow. What does that have to do with who the person is?
You gonna ruin your family because her track showing?
Because her track showing. Sir, you better get some glue and stick it back on.
That is so real. Trey.
Look.
Trey, okay, Trey.
Man.
Minister to somebody, male or female, both, whoever you feel like in your spirit that you need to minister to right now. Close this out, Trey.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. Love is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It's not self-seeking. Love is not easily angered.
Yeah.
It keeps no record of wrongs.
Yeah.
Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. This is what love is. I wish I wrote it, but I didn't. This is what it says in Corinthians. This is Corinthians love.
Yeah.
So I ask you to study this. And if you can truly say that first you have this kind of love for yourself, then you can give it to somebody else. Love is here for you. Yeah. Love is waiting. God wants us to have love.
And when you prepare yourself like that, when Mr. or Mrs. Wright show up,
you'll be ready, and you'll know it when you see it.
Thank you, Trey.
Love you. Thank you, Ak.
Love you, sis.
I love you more.
Trey Taylor, relax.
I'm looking forward to everybody having some love in this year.
Relax. It's okay to be single.
It's okay to be single, and it's okay to love too.
That's right. Trey, tell everybody where they can reach you at, social media, radio show, all that good stuff.
Thank you, Akintunde. I have several pages on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Trey Taylor, and check me out Monday through Friday from 10 until 2 on Glory Communication Stations, 95.3 FM, WFMV in Columbia, South Carolina, and also Power 106, WTUA in St. Stephen's. Jamal Bates and I do Single and Saved every Friday from 5:30 until 7. Please check us out, not only on the air, but on ColumbiaInspiration.com, and we're streaming live on Facebook. I've got several projects coming up, and I look forward to seeing you and connecting with you soon. I'm Trey Taylor. Thank you so much.
She's Trey Taylor.
Thank you, Ak.
Thank you, sis. This is Grown Man Podcast, aka the Akintunde Show, broadcasting right here on the Freethinkers Radio Network, family. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all got y'all up. As Otis from the Andy Griffith Show would say today, a snoop full.
Wow.
Yeah, that's old school right there. You gotta be 50 to understand that. This is the Ak Show. Stay right there, family.
Hello, my name is Unissa with the Assignment Agency, and our goal is to provide quality Christian, uncompromising artists and speakers for your events and conferences. So whether it's comedy, music, poetry, or a keynote speaker, we can provide someone who's tailor-made for your event.
Just give us a call at 1-800-280-0094. That's 1-800-280-0094. Or log on to theassignmentagency.com. That's theassignmentagency.com. The Assignment Agency, bridging the gap between ministry and industry.
For me, my comedy definitely is a ministry. I mean, no doubt about it. That's what God has given me to bless people. In addition to other things, writing, producing, directing, even speaking, you can tell a joke and tell a story that draws somebody to Christ and reach that person without ever cracking open the Bible or mentioning the scripture. The foundation of our ministry is simple. Entertain the body of Christ and draw the world to Christ through stand-up comedy.
Akintunde Live, Jokes and Music Comedy Tour.
All right, family. Welcome back, family. This is the Akintunde Show, aka the Grown Man Podcast, right here on Freethinkers Radio Network. Do me a favor. Could you please pause right now, go to your app store and download the Freethinkers Radio app. You can when you get to that app, you can listen to all the past Akintunde Grown Man Podcasts, as well as you can look at, listen to, and enjoy podcasts and videos from various other wonderful shows that we have here on Freethinkers Radio. Huff and Puff. You can listen to Walk-Ons. You can listen to Meek Brown Show. I mean, there's a lot here for you on Freethinkers Radio. Again, our sponsor today is Cutie Cakes, cupcakes in a bottle. And again, you don't have to add anything. You don't have to add flour. You don't have to add milk. You don't have to add eggs. You don't have to even add water. All you do is shake and pour. And you can pour 12 Cutie Cakes or one cake every bottle. Cutie Cakes, cupcakes in a bottle. Wonderful. Our brand new sponsor. And guess what, y'all? Next week, we're doing a show about living your dreams. And I'm going to have the inventor and the owner and founder and CEO of Legendary Foods, Ms. Andrea Dumas. And she is the creator of Cutie Cakes. And she's going to tell us her story. She's going to tell us how she went from an idea, concept, a dream, to actually being in national retail outlets. Her Cutie Cakes are on the Kroger shelves. Kroger, the #1 grocery store in the country. The #1 retail grocery store behind Walmart. They're on Kroger stores. Coca-Cola also has opened up their space for Cutie Cakes. I'm going to let Andrea tell us next week how she did it, because oftentimes we have a concept and a dream, and it's a lot of times it's tough to get from that early stage to the phase where you're actually doing your business, to the phase where you actually see your product on grocery store shelves. That, I'm telling you, a lot of us, myself included, you wonder how you get that done. The first time I ever saw my DVD on a store shelf, I was like, wow, that's me on a store shelf. But it's a process. And guess what? It's not easy. And guess what? Just because you're on the shelves, that don't mean it's, ooh, finish line, ooh, I won, ooh, it's on the popping. No, it takes a whole lot more. And she's going to share that story. Also, Bishop Marcus Benjamin will be on that show as well. And he's going to give some detail and context to Living in the Black, his book, and just how you go from idea, something that's a dream, something that's just kind of, you hope it might work, to actually seeing it on major retail outlets. That's next week. Living Your Dreams. That's a show. Hey, family, I'm loving y'all. I'm loving the way the show is growing. Keep telling folks about us. Keep sharing it. Keep tagging us. Keep tweeting us. Keep posting it and reposting it. Keep commenting. Keep coming back. Keep spreading the word, and let folks know about the Grown Man Podcast, aka the Akintunde Show. And even though it's the Grown Man Podcast, it ain't just for the ladies. It ain't just for the brothers. It's for the ladies too. That's right. So thank y'all, and let folks know about us, family. I'll be back next week right here. All right. Same Oct time, same Oct station. Ha! People who know what I just did. This is Grown Man Podcast, aka the Akintunde Show. Until next week, family, I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. Peace. Akintunde.